Don't you ever do that again, you hear me? Don't you stomp on nobody's dream just 'cause it ain't yours. You don't know the price Benjamin paid for the little freedom he knows. But you could read it on his back. It's written all over his body, scar on top of scar on top of scar. And he ain't wearing no whip. The whip done woe him. You ain't had no irons around your ankles. And you ain't never had nobody snatch your son out of your arm and sell it like he was one of these damn horses.
Sally.
Don't you sally me. You and your daddy, y'all so full of pride and so full of what you think is right that you can't see what's staring you plain in the face.
Leave him on it is.
I wish I could. But you got him figured for a hero, and that's gonna get you killed if you don't listen to the truth.
I don't want to hear this.
They strung up a blind man out there that night. 'Cause any man with eyes would know to get out of the way of that kind of trouble. All he had to do was pick you up in his arms and run. And it wouldn't have been no shame in it. Not that night.
I remember it different.
You your daddy's son. And that's all right for you. But don't you be spitting on nobody else's dream. 'Cause you just living for vengeance now, baby. And the rest of us is after something that's much harder to come by. And much more worthy of the chase. Mr. Wilkes? Oh, my God. Mr. Wilkes.
Hand it over.
Hand over what? Ah!
Wait a minute. What in the hell did you do that for, huh?
It was an accident.
Well, damn it, you killed her before she had a chance to tell us where the rest of the gold is.
All I did was smack her. How'd I know she'd fall in the stall and spook the horse?
Well, I figured she'd bring the whole payment with her. Guess these people ain't always as stupid as I thought.
What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna send the Freedom Train a new wagon master.
Hey!
Now think about it. We can make this accident work for us. This way we get the gold. And the slaves.
I like this idea.
Let's get rid of our friend here.
Thought you were right-handed. Where I come from, a man needs two right hands.
Jimmy says you sold your horse and saddle to free some slaves.
He did he?
Says you didn't even know him.
Well, then I guess it must be true. Wouldn't want to get in around. I called James Butler Hickok a liar.
Why'd you do it?
Old family tradition. Buying and freeing slaves was one of my daddy's favorite things. Said it was better than planting devil's thorn in a cracker's backyard. I don't know where you come from, but down my way, they'd have hung a man for that. They did. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Yeah, why should you? That Hickok's a mind reader as well as a blabbermouth.
I said I'm sorry. I don't think I'd be able to get over a thing like that.
Yeah, well, my daddy certainly did.
Damn, if you ain't the strangest nigga. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Sure you did.
No, I didn't. It just came out.
Of course it did. Why shouldn't it? Fine southern boy like yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't the second word out your mouth. Mammy being the first.
I never had a mammy. My mother and father were dirt farmers.
They were.
Yeah, they were!
I don't know what your problem is anyway. Ain't you heard? Huh? Niggers is in fashion. Why, Master Webster done even put us in his dictionary. Yes, he did. See, you got men that are niggerly and men that are niggerish, so see, saying the word is all the rage. Now, being, that's a horse of a different color.
Ike, what is it? Ike, slow down. I can't follow you.
What's she saying?
Stagecoach Sally. They found her in town?
Found her. What?
She's dead.
Well, looks like a horse spooked somehow and stomped her.
Teaspoon, we're talking about Stagecoach Sally. I know about horses.
She wasn't about to get stomped by no horse. No way.
Well, I'm saying that's what it looks like. I ain't decided what it was. How come she come here anyway? Did she say anything to anybody?
She was bunked down across from me when I fell asleep. I didn't hear her get up.
Remember how she talked at supper, though? Maybe she come to town because of this freedom train business.
What about you, Benjamin? You know anything about her being in town last night?
So I said, the less I knew, the safer I was.
Well, that's good advice, son. Didn't keep her too safe, though, did it?
Where you going?
We'll take the horse back.
Didn't ask about the horse. Wouldn't say where he was going.
Well, maybe he don't know.
What are you doing? Look, I know you two were close, but that don't give you the right to tear her stuff up. Why don't you let me help?
I don't need it.
Then at least show some respect for the dead.
Don't you talk to me about respect.
Let her go.
Now!
You're looking in the wrong place. You should put it in the barn.